Have you ever noticed that modern applications never use HTTP anymore? Well, that's not optional. If your application is still accepting HTTP request in production, you are basically exposing your user data. And trust me, no one is going to trust your system. In this video, I'm going to show you how to force HTTPS in a Spring Boot application using Spring Security. So your app only accepts the secure request. We'll also cover how to handle different environments like production. Let's get started. So whenever a user sends a data like login credentials or even credit card details, that data must be encrypted. That's where the HTTPS comes in. So without HTTPS, data can be intercepted, sensitive information can be exposed, or your user loses its trust over your application. So that's why most organizations enforce HTTPS only communication in production systems. So by default, Spring Security accepts HTTP as well as HTTPS. It does not enforce secure communication automatically. So if you do something, your app is vulnerable. So inside your Spring Security configuration for production, you need to add couple of methods. Let's just do our Spring Security class where all the security related configuration is there. Let me just collapse it. So if you enforce the HTTPS locally, your app may break or SSL setup becomes like complicated. So we will see it later about the SSL configuration, but right now let's see how our application is right now behaving when when there is no any specific configuration for HTTPS and HTTP. Let me go to the Postman application. My application is basically running now. Let me hit any of my public API which is having the HTTP enabled. Now if I hit it, I get the response. Let me go to any of my secured application, and here's my basic password. Now if you can notice, this is an HTTP request which is going to balance API v1 details. Let me hit it. So you can see there is a appropriate response, and if I enter any wrong password, I got the 401 unauthorized. Let me just roll back, save it and send. Now let me just go to our application, and now what I'm going to do is inside this custom security filter chain, I'll just add a one method which is http dot redirect to HTTPS, and I'll use the customizer dot with defaults. Okay, so now what will happen, this particular redirect to HTTPS will always redirect to HTTPS. If any user wants to hit any HTTP request, it automatically redirect to HTTPS, and it will not allow the HTTP request to coming to your application. So let me just again restart the application. Okay, so let me just hit any of the public API. If you can see, I am sending the HTTP request, but it is not allowing me to hit, and it is also redirecting to the 8443 port, which is a HTTPS secured port, which is automatically. Okay, so let me hit the request again. Okay, so now when I use the HTTPS and the same port 8080, I'm just getting the internal wrong version number, and I'm getting something which is SSL related issue. So why I am getting this issue? Because I have not configured any SSL here. So we will see it later how we can configure the SSL. But right now, if you can see, we have now enabled the HTTPS in our all the APIs. If I go to any of the get balance API and if I hit it, so it is automatically redirected to the 8443. And if I add the HTTPS, I'm getting the SSL related issue. If you want to configure an SSL or remove this particular error in your local, so this is not a recommended way, but we can use a self-signed certificate in our application to hit the HTTPS request to our application. So before that, you just need to go to the google.com, and before that you just need to generate a key store. So you can go to Key Store Explorer and you can download this particular application. I have already downloaded it. So let me just open it. Your application would look like something similar to this. And what you need to do, you need to create a new key store. You just need to go here. You just need to use the PKCS 12. Click on OK. Now, if you can see here, you need to go to this particular option, generate a key pair. Now here you need to make it as by default RSA. Now click on OK. Now the version would be version 3. Then this would be same. I need to generate my self-signed certificate for 1 year. That is also same. And for this particular thing, name, I just go to here and I need to put it here something Rishabh Tech KIN. Okay, so now all the things are set. Click on OK. Now you need to enter the alias. So alias, I'll just use the Rishabh Tech as it is and click on OK. Now what we need to do, we need to put a password here. So I'll just put 1 2 3 4 5 6 and again I'll just use 1 2 3 4 5 6 and let me just show you and click on OK. So the key pair is basically generated and you can save this particular key pair over your desktop. I'll just use the desktop and I'll just use the key store .p12. Let me just save it. And yes, so what I need to do, I'll just go to my desktop and copy the key store file and go to here and I'll just paste it inside the resource section. Okay, now what I need to do is add some SSL related configuration. Now we need to configure here in the application.yaml. Now you need to go to the server and inside the server you need to add the configuration which is SSL. Your key store would be over the class path and which is keystore.jks. My key store password is 123456 and my key store type is basically PKCS 12. And also I need to add my alias that I have given, which is Rishabh Tech. This basic configuration is needed to configure your SSL in your application. So let's just restart our application. So okay, so could not load store from keystore.jks. Okay, so it is keystore.p12 and let me just again start my application. Okay, so our application is now started. Let me just again go to here and I'll just hit this particular API. So you can see I just got the response over the HTTPS, and if you can see, we can check the console logs. So you can see here, warning, self-signed certificate is being used to send the request, and you can see our cookie and all the related information. And previously when our certificate was not applied and we were sending the request, it is giving an OpenSSL error to configure an SSL certificate over the application. So when running with the prod profile, you always need to configure or enable HTTPS only, this particular configuration that we have done inside the security filter chain. And if you want, there might be chances that you want some particular APIs needs to be configured, then you can use this particular HTTP security redirect configure. So let me just hsf dot request matchers, and you can add your any appropriate API that you want to be always secured. But in the production system, each and every API present in your system must be secured, must be your follow all the standard practices which are available for the production system. So I hope like you are very much clear to here. And so yeah, that's how you basically enforce HTTPS in your Spring Security application using Spring Security. And this is not just a feature, it is a mandatory security practice in the real world systems. So if you're preparing for your interview or building production grade system, you should definitely understand it and implement it in your application. So I'll just catch you in the next lecture. Just do subscribe, share and like to our video for our upcoming videos. And thank you.